Are we live? 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 Up here? Up there? Up there? Up here? Are we live? I think we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mike Show. Wait, not the Mike Show. The Martha Show. Oh, my daughter's laughing at me out there. I'm in the command center here today, coming to you from beautiful Winter Garden, Florida. Welcome to Florida, everyone. You're virtually here in Florida with us today. Hey, Martha, many of you know, is filming a reality show in Miami called 4 Days to Save the World. I hear there's awesome stuff happening over there. If you want to check it out, look them up on Instagram, 4 Days to Save the World. Just do like at 4 Days to Save the World. Don't spell out four, write the number four, and then that should take you there. Okay, so first things first. Hello, everyone. I'm seeing people. Good morning, Mike and Martha from Misty. Good morning, Misty. Oh, Michelle, day 4. Woohoo. Blessings, Mr. Mike. All right. I'm Mr. Mike. People used to call me that when I was a little kid. Okay, so if this is your first time here, or if you're watching somewhere other than YouTube, I want you to go to YouTube and hit that red subscribe button and then hit the bell, because if you hit the bell, you get notifications when Martha goes live. And you get notifications when Martha has a new video on YouTube. And we are making exclusive YouTube content, so you don't want to miss that. Yes, and that is Herman in the back. Where's my finger? Okay. There's Herman. He's in his business suit. I don't know. He used to be in corporate America, but he left because he took Martha's teachings. Okay, so now I'm just rambling. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Also, make sure to comment in the comment section, and then because Martha's really busy during the day filming the show, but she'll circle back. I think she's been doing it around 9 o'clock or so, and answer your comments when she's done filming. Okay, all right. So that being said, how's everyone doing? You having a good morning? I was kind of worried about topping my flossing dance from yesterday, because now you all show up and you're like, what's he going to do next? I have a hidden talent that no one else in the world can do. Do you want to see it? It's going to blow your mind. So I'm the only person in the world I've ever met that can voluntarily close their nostrils. So watch this. Cool, right? I mean, have you ever met anyone who can do that? I bet you'll never find another person. All right. Also, before I put Martha's video, you're probably all like, get Martha on there, please. Before I put Martha's video up here for you that she's made for you today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Heart-Centered group, we are going to do the first ever visual experience review, which we're taking 3 wonderful people and we're looking at their visual presence online, their visual footprint online, and we're looking at what they're doing right, and we're going to be looking at what they can do to improve that experience for their people. So if you're not in Heart Center, there's a link in the description of this video. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, it should be in the description. You want to join that group, and you'll be able to see that today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, here we go. Here comes Martha, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's do this.
Hey, you guys, we are now on day 4, oh my gosh, of 4 Days to Save the World, the reality show that I'm filming in Miami right now. So, like Mike said, make sure that you're gonna go ahead and comment on this video. After I'm done filming today, I'm gonna go back to the comments and I'm gonna see what you guys are saying. So I love hanging out with you guys. Today, what we're going to talk about is how to make $100K a month with a $67 course. And you're like, why is that so specific? That feels real specific because I've done it. Because 100K a month making a $67 course is doable. And I think that people look at low priced courses as not successful courses. Like they can't make money. I actually used to be in a coaching program where they all sold courses that were like, I don't know, $5, $10, $15, $30,000. And then they saw my little courses at $67 and there was some laughing that happened. They weren't being mean or anything, but it was just like, oh, that's adorable. You know, that's cute. I'm like, I don't know. It's 100K a month is nothing to scoff at in my opinion, right? So I want to explain to you how that actually happened. And it's going to help you out with how we move forward, okay? So as I was this wasn't when I was first starting in courses, but it was like midway through as I was creating courses and stuff. What I did was I determined something that I did that had massive value that a lot of people were asking me questions on. Okay. So basically, I had already created a community and people were asking me a lot of questions about how I did this one thing. Okay. So the very first thing, so step one then, you guys, is find something that people ask you questions on a lot. As simple as that. And you might be like, well, it's like about gardening. Is that something I can write a course on? Yes. Here's the thing is if people are asking you a lot of questions about how you did something, make a course out of it and monetize that thing for crying out loud. It doesn't make sense not to. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. So I call in a lot of heart-centered people because I myself am one, right? So I call in people that are me. And I know that a lot of us are like, well, I don't necessarily feel right about charging money for the stuff that I'm teaching somebody. Right. Well, that's what we do in HBR is I show you how to be able to give and then also have other things that they can buy if they want to. Okay. So we give and we help people out, but then we also weave things in such a graceful way that when implemented properly, people have no problem at all buying that $67 course. Shoot, they have no problem at all buying that 3K to 5K course when it's time for them to do that. That's why we don't have to use ads or anything like that. So how I turned a $67 course into $100K a month just with that one course. Now, I've made lots of courses. Like, I'm like Martha making the online courses Krejci, right? I be making courses. That's just one of them. So imagine you make many courses and they all do that well. I mean, you're talking about coming up. And that's a massive profit margin. So what you know about my business, maybe you don't know if you're new to me, but what a lot of people know about my business is that my husband and I, my whole company, we're after ending poverty. We're ending poverty. And the way in which we're doing that is we are making families invincible. So 1 million families will be empowered by us by 2026. 1 million families will be making high profit margin businesses from home. And those are online courses or coaching for the most part. That's your highest profit margin because it's nobody else's product. It's yours and there's little to no overhead. And it's simple. The thing is you have to do it right. So you can't just go out there and be like, well, how do I make an online course? You'll find out how to make it, but then you won't know the stuff that really matters, which is the building the community, the selling without having to sell, the making it sustainable, the serving the community, continuously doing that while they're buying different things as they go. All of that needs to be done. And like I said, when implemented properly, you can crush it. So even with a $67 course, so again, all my heart-centered people, they come to me because I call them in because they are me. I'm like a foghorn for heart-centered people, right? It's probably why you're here. And so what we do is we serve. We show up and we serve, and then we don't necessarily want to charge a bunch of money for that first course. Maybe we just want it to be $67, but we want it to have massive impact. We want it to be able to spread far and wide. I have people in HBR that they're advocates for autistic children. So they have courses on how to be able to homeschool your autistic child, or how to be able to help your autistic child thrive in life, or how to help the caretakers, how they can take care of themselves and mitigate day-to-day life so they're not getting caretakers fatigue, right? I mean, that's the kind of thing. It doesn't always have to be how to use Trello or how to use this app or how to use that and how to create this. They're more life skills than that. That's the beauty here. It's more about like, how am I going to show up and serve? What's a thing that I've done? What's a thing I've had to learn myself that I've created my own system for? And I may not have ever called it a system before, but when I look at my day-to-day schedule, there's a system there. I can show you how to make a course out of that and for you to be able to crush it. And it's got massive profit margins and it will change your family's entire trajectory. So that's how I made $100K a month, continue to, $100K a month on a $67 course. Is I did a thing, I then documented that thing, and then I allowed people to buy it for a lot less than what it was worth. People bought that course and were like, I would have spent $500 to $1,000 for that course. And I'm like, right, I know. I'm selling it to you at 67 because I want you to be impacted. The impact matters more to me than the dollars. And the more people that I can impact, that's what matters to me. And also in the process, I'm building trust, and you know that I know my stuff and that I don't just give you fluff and I don't just fill up videos with like stuff that doesn't matter. That I give you do this, do that, do this, do that, wash, rinse, repeat. And then I give you the time to do it. I'm not going to take up all your time with a video that's not necessary. That's how you do it, guys. That's an HBR thing. That's what I show you in there. It's a big thing that we talk about in HBR, okay? Not only how to find your people, who you're going to serve if you don't know who they are yet. A lot of people don't, and it's no big deal. And then how you're going to serve them. And a lot of people, if you already thought you knew how you were going to serve them, people come into HBR and realize that they weren't right, that they needed to rethink how they were serving their people, and maybe it didn't look the way that they thought it was supposed to look. Maybe they were just mimicking somebody else's business and didn't realize they weren't doing something that would work for them. Let's stop mimicking other people's business and let's start doing something that works for us. That's where you're going to find your success. That's where it's going to feel good. That is your sweet spot. Here's how you get into that, you guys, is you message my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the words case study, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want to. We'll have a short chat. I'll give you the details of the program and you're in or you're out. It's completely up to you. This is not a high pressure sales thing. It's through Messenger. It's not a big deal at all. We don't have to get on a call and everybody starts sweating and getting weird. It's not going to be like that at all. It's just a simple talk. My goal is for you to be better. One of our business's core values is that we run through the filter of, does this make our people better? We're focused on you. We're not focused on bottom line. We're not focused on dollars. Quite frankly, Mike and I can go retire on our investments right now and be totally fine. Not just fine, like be thriving. But we choose to do this because we choose for you to be better, because what we know about you being better is that when there's enough yous being better, we're shifting the entire world. And that is our goal. So do you want to be part of the world shifting? Because you completely can. You can. See you later. Bye-bye.